So I did look up the ground tables. So I haven't really studied those recently because I just want to check every planet. It doesn't really matter to me. But I think it was the... Now I might have to look back. Definitely the 8 grounds, where you have 8 grounds, you have a potential for 1 giant creature, I think. So 1 really, really big. You can look them up. We have... You know what? If you had access to the GEC channels... It's a pinned message. But, yeah, I can send you the link. I can send you the link. Yeah, let me do that right now, actually, because I want to look at it. But, yeah, the 8 grounds, and I think it was 5 grounds, could have 2 giants in it. Let me get that for you. Let's see. Okay. So I'm sending Lenny that link to that spreadsheet right now. Hold on a second. Let's see, I'll just message it to you. Okay. This is pretty recent. I think this is still up to date. Let me look at this. So the ecosystem tab on it says that you can get... where is it? So yeah. So the 5 ground can be the giant table with 2 herbivore or herbivore giants on it. So you want 5 grounds or 8 grounds to have a chance at the herbivore giants, I think, which are going to be the biggest potential creatures. I don't think you always have to get those there though. If it works like it used to, if like an ungulatus or something like that spawns in that slot, which, well, that's how it used to be. There was like an 8-meter slot, but if something like an ungulatus that has its size capped spawned in that slot, you wouldn't get a huge giant creature. So I'm not entirely sure on that. We can sort of keep an eye out for that and test it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grounds here. So it's not going to be one of those tables that could have the... Okay, so 6 has to be, according to this ecosystem tab, the sparse table. So we should have 2 herbivore small, 2 herbivore medium, and 2 herbivore large. And we have maybe butterfly. I don't know what that... We didn't have a butterfly here, but I guess it says maybe butterfly. Okay. So we have 1 more ground to try to pick up here, for sure. Yeah, so this would be the sparse table. Which reminds me that used to be... The way that tables used to be, I believe there was one called sparse that was, like, impossible. Like nothing would spawn ever there. I mean, the spawning is much, much better than it used to be as far as, like, funness and actually seeing creatures. Because it used to be really, really hard on the common table was actually really hard to complete. Sparse, I believe, was the other one that was just nothing would ever spawn. So now basically you land and, well, a lot of the time things just spawn all around you pretty quickly. Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting this last rare ground. As I'm saying, it's so much better now. Nothing is spawning. But let's fly up to the light. So even though this last one is quote-unquote always active, it seems like things spawn better during the day in general. So, except for the nocturnal, mostly nocturnal ones. Let's just pop in this little hut. Ooh. Alright, these are cool. Ooh, this one's kind of like hidden entrance. Alright. Yeah, so we'll try to start looking at the number of grounds when we land and see if we could predict what we're going to find there as far as sizes and stuff. So, if I remember to check, but yeah, underground always active. Yeah, sure. Always always impossible to find. Almost never active. Okay. Damp moon.